Hello everyone, Joel here. Speaking of JRPG games, I know it's a perfect time for some Games of the Year content for 2025. But before we jump into that, we should at least pay some respect to the old games that probably still worth revisiting even today. With that in mind, this time we will talk about some of the forgotten JRPG games that you probably never played before. And since there are so many candidates for this topic, this video will act as the part 1 of the series. Before we continue the video, I want to inform you that right now, there are tons of crazy deals in instant gaming, especially if you love RPG games. Remember how expensive modern gaming lately? Well, not anymore, since you can get so many amazing titles with crazy discounts in instant gaming. Can you believe that just with $10 or even less than $5, you can enjoy one of the best gaming experiences in your life? Just look at these titles. It used to cost like $30 or even more than $40. And to make things even crazier, some games even drop so far to just $1. If you're a smart guy, you know what you have to do. All you have to do is just click my link in the description below, start searching for your favorite games and use the activation code on your chosen platform. By using my link, you're not only saving tons of money, but also helping me to support this channel. Alright then, let's get back into the list. Brainlord remains worth returning to because it mixes familiar SNES action RPG ideas with systems that still feel distinct today. The story is straightforward, but its cast gives the journey personality, and Remir's search for the last dragon provides steady motivation. Combat uses a clear mix of weapons, shields, and limited but useful magic, while the Jade Companions add strategy through their growth and functions. Dungeons rely heavily on puzzles and backtracking, which can be tiring, yet their layout and challenge keep the game engaging. Strong visuals and varied mechanics help Brainlord stand out as an overlooked but worthwhile SNES adventure. Illusion of Gaia combines a simple coming-of-age story with a journey through real-world ruins rarely explored in SNES RPGs. Will's adventure leads you from small towns to the Great Wall and Angkor Wat, with each area offering puzzles, combat challenges, and new abilities. Switching between Will and Freedom adds variety, and the room-based stat upgrades keep progression steady without clutter. The game's linear structure limits freedom, but its memorable moments, strong soundtrack, and unique locations give it lasting appeal. Even with dated translation and rigid pacing, it remains an engaging part of the Gaia trilogy. Secret of Evermore offers a different take on the action RPG style that defined the SNES era. Its story moves through several themed worlds, each with its own style and small narrative arcs that keep the adventure active even without a deep plot. Combat feels familiar to Secret of Mana, but adds weapon techniques and an alchemy system that rewards experimentation. Progression mixes equipment upgrades, trait-based items, and the dog's evolving forms. While it lacks multiplayer and has a few rough edges, updates in pacing and its unique setting make it an overlooked but engaging JRPG. Kartia: The Word of Fate stands out today because it approaches the strategy RPG format with clear ideas about story and structure. Its dual campaigns follow Toxa and Lacrima through a conflict shaped by magic that creates weapons, items, and living phantoms. The narrative is linear but detailed, focusing on character moments and inner thoughts rather than player choice. Battles use an easy-to-read system of unit advantages and terrain height, supported by a card-based creation system that defines progression. While the AI is simple and the visuals limited by hardware, the game's world, writing, and unique mechanics still make it worth revisiting. Steambot Chronicles remains a rare kind of JRPG, one built around choice and everyday life rather than strict heroics. Its early industrial world still feels refreshing, mixing lighthearted towns with themes about technology and responsibility. The story grows through player decisions and the split paths give the game strong replay value. Combat in the Trotmobile is clunky, but customization, music-focused activities, and many side tasks make the adventure lively. Travel can be slow, yet exploration rewards curiosity with world building that modern games often skip. Even today, its open structure and personality-driven progression make it worth another visit. Pandora's Tower remains compelling today because its emotional core still feels unusually direct for an action RPG. The bond between Aaron and Elena shapes the entire experience, and the steady reveal of their shared past gives the journey weight. The 13 towers mix puzzles, light platforming, and chain-based combat, and while recycled layouts hold the game back, the tension created by Elena's worsening curse keeps progression engaging. Its static camera and limited soundtrack age it, yet the multiple endings and strong character focus give the game a lasting identity that's worth rediscovering in 2025. Saiyuki Journey West stands out today because it offers a tactical RPG that blends Chinese mythology with a familiar PlayStation strategy format. Its retelling of the monk Sanso's journey keeps the story light but engaging, helped by constant party interaction and steady new allies. Combat feels close to Final Fantasy tactics but adds wareform transformations, elemental strengths, and guardian summons that keep encounters varied. The visuals show their age, yet the sprite work and cutscenes still hold charm, and the music supports the mythic tone. In 2025, its mix of classic strategy design and uncommon setting makes it worth revisiting. Brandish the Dark Revenant is a rare mix of old-school challenge and modern polish. The story is minimal. Aris and his rival Della end up trapped in the buried kingdom of Vitoria, but the atmosphere does most of the work, letting small bits of dialogue feel meaningful. The real draw is the dungeon crawling, careful tile-by-tile exploration, traps, tight inventory limits, and long maze-like floors that reward patience. Combat and movement feel unusual at first, but the smoother PSP camera helps a lot. Brandish isn't easy or flashy, but in 2025, it stands out as a focused, tough, and strangely addictive adventure for players who enjoy true dungeon mastery. Record of Lodoss War blends classic action RPG combat with deep customization and a story that rewards fans of the anime. You play a resurrected hero piecing together lost skills while exploring vast dungeons and battling hordes of enemies. Equipment can be enhanced with mithril and magic inscriptions, letting players craft powerful, personalized weapons. Combat is straightforward, with quick combos and spell mechanics, while teammates complement your abilities. Though the visuals are dated and large enemy groups can slow performance, the rich item system, engaging narrative, and expansive world make this a rewarding experience for RPG enthusiasts even today. Xanadu Next is a polished action RPG that blends East-style exploration with Diablo-like combat, set in a mysterious island full of ruins and secrets. You play an ex-knight uncovering the legend of Castle Strange Rock while gradually restoring your skills and unlocking new abilities. Combat is intuitive and rewarding, enhanced by weapon skills, magic spells, and equipable guardians that boost stats. Exploration is engaging, with interconnected dungeons, hidden treasures, and shortcuts. Storytelling unfolds through dialogue, tablets, and memoirs, creating a rich layered narrative without slowing the pace. Tight, well-balanced, and satisfying, Xanadu Next is a rare gem worth the wait. Brigandine is a deep, hardcore strategy RPG built for fans who live for statistics, formations, and meticulous planning. Set in the war-torn continent of Forsena, players choose one of 5 rulers and lead their rune knights and summoned monsters across a dynamic campaign map. Battles unfold on hex-based grids where monster size, movement, and placement are critical, and tactical precision often outweighs brute force. While the story and dialogue are minimal, the gameplay is exceptional, offering hundreds of hours of strategic depth and multiple paths to victory. Graphically and sonically, the game is serviceable but uninspired outside of its 3D battle cutscenes. Brigandine is a strategy lover's dream with extreme replay value, though casual players may be daunted. Terranigma, the final entry in Enix's Gaia trilogy, is a 16-bit action RPG masterpiece. You play Arc, wielding a spear or rod to perform rapid combos, special running attacks, and magical spells via collectible rings. Combat blends skill, equipment, and leveling, offering smooth progression and challenging bosses. Exploration spans richly varied locales, from Mode 7 towns to sprawling dungeons, each visually distinct and full of surprises. The soundtrack is emotional and unforgettable, rivaling any SNES-era RPG. Intuitive controls, engaging story, and epic scope make Terranigma a timeless classic. For fans of action RPGs, it's an essential, unforgettable journey. Tales of Destiny's PS2 remake revitalizes the classic RPG with its aerial linear motion battle system, fast-paced combat, and chain capacity mechanic, offering both depth and accessibility. You play as Stan, a Swordian wielder, experiencing dual storylines alongside Leon with a mix of skits, dialogue, and side quests enriching the narrative. Combat is addictive, blending skills, magic, and guardian bonuses, while exploration spans colorful towns, dungeons, and interactive environments. The soundtrack, featuring Motoi Sakuraba and Shinji Tamura, complements the vibrant visuals and animated cutscenes. With 30-40 hours for the main campaign and New Game Plus replayability, it's a polished, satisfying JRPG experience. The March of the Black Queen is a masterclass in strategic RPG design, blending territory control, unit management, and reputation mechanics into a deeply rewarding experience. Battles are largely automatic, letting players focus on army formations, attack strategies, and town liberation, while tarot cards add tactical depth and consequences. Choices made in the opening wizard-led questionnaire shape starting units and reputation, which eventually influence the endings that you can get. Maps are also varied, from forest to mountains, and recruitment, treasure hunting, and multiple endings enhance replayability for hardcore players.
Do your job.
The Last Story is a masterclass in JRPG design, blending character-driven storytelling with real-time action combat and light strategic elements. You follow Zale and his band of mercenaries through a lively, varied world, from bustling cities to volcanic caverns, gradually uncovering an overarching threat to Lazulis Island. While the story itself is familiar, it's elevated by superbly localized dialogue and accents, making the characters' banter genuinely engaging. Combat is where the game shines. Players can crouch, dodge, take cover, and coordinate attacks in real time, combining stealth, magic, and strategy commands. Boss fights and later stages reward tactical thinking. With a brisk 16-20-hour campaign, optional multiplayer, and fantastic soundtrack, The Last Story is a polished, addictive JRPG that delivers consistently thrilling gameplay.
Sail, in here, now. We can buy some time. What the hell are you doing? Move it! This way! I said move! We're catching up! Not much further! Keep it up!
Alright boys, I think that's it for today. I know that there are other forgotten JRPG games that I haven't mentioned yet, so how about sharing your best forgotten JRPG games that probably deserve the spot in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video and make sure to subscribe the channel if you don't want to miss another great list. Thank you for watching and have a good day. Peace.